Which ship is the best starter ship? Now, if we think about this question, we immediately jump to the conclusion that the Leonov is the best starter ship out there. Now, I am definitely agreeing with that because, as a new player, getting the Leonov is really easy. It is a really efficient ship for the lower maps where you are going to spend your most time of the first few hours anyway. And of course, it has some very great statistics and a home bonus that gives you double the damage, double the shield strength, and I don't think it was double the speed, but more speed on your home maps as long as you have them equipped on your ship. Now, of course, the Leonov is only great on your home maps, which means the X.1 to X.4 are the maps which are beneficial to you. But what about the maps X.5 and above? Now, this is of course a really good question because what ship should we take there? Now, the many people out there will say now, well, you can get yourself some skill ships, or maybe you can get yourself the Goliath, or maybe even you can get yourself the Vengeance for running away. But what is actually truly a really good mid-tier and, well, I guess low-tier ship for all maps, for all situations, for all needs that you could have? Now, the answer might come as a surprise to you, but the Tartarus is definitely one of those ships which I find to be a really great candidate for a mid-tier and low-tier ship for all situations and for pretty much every kind of PvE and PvP action. Looking at the statistics, the Tartarus isn't all that great. Okay, it has 360,000 hit points, which is pretty decent, but it is pretty much on par or a little bit lower than the Goliath. It has 15 generators, which is pretty decent as well. You can get yourself some shields, some speed generators. It has 14 laser slots, so it has one less laser slot than a Goliath. And now comes the bigger issue here, it has 220 speed, which of course is way lower than what a Goliath or even I believe, Citadel is offering you. But if the stats are that bad, what exactly is making this ship the great choice for all kind of mid-tier and low-tier players? Now, the two abilities, Rapid Fire and the Speed Boost, are two extremely good abilities. The Speed Boost is giving you 30% extra speed, which puts you up to 577 speed with full speed generators, which is surpassing pretty much all of the Goliath variants, and I believe also surpasses the Vengeance itself, although not the Poseid, and also not the, what's it called, the, Vengeance Lightning, yeah, exactly. So those two ships are of course going to be more of a danger to you. The Hecate is also going to be a little bit faster, but otherwise you are pretty speedy, so you can run away relatively easily. The Rapid Fire ability is pretty great for dealing damage, and what it does, it will load your rocket launcher immediately and launch many volleys after one another. The maximum amount of volleys is, well, initially 3, but there's a really great tip I can give you right away, and if you spam click your ability, or not the ability, but the rocket launcher automatic launch button, you can actually bring it up to 5 volleys. Now 4 is more likely due to the fact that you have to really precisely 100% accurately click, but 4 to 5 volleys is pretty much inside if you spam click the button manually, which is of course adding to a lot of damage, and it is really great for a lot of situations. A lot of your early game damage is of course reliant on rocket launchers and missiles themselves, which is why the rocket launcher ability is definitely a great choice to have. Just loading in some normal Eco 10 missiles, or if you want to upgrade, you can even put in some UBR 100 missiles and tear and rip through enemies, well, NPCs, pretty fast, pretty efficiently. And if you use ZAR 01 or ZAR 02 missiles, you can regenerate your shield really quickly with just a single burst of missiles, which of course is going to prove really useful against enemies such as the Crystallon, even the Cubicon if you are far enough with your equipment. Overall, the Tartarus is a really great ship for running, for, well, dealing damage, for PvE, for PvP. It serves well up into the late game actually, and if you get yourself the modules, you can actually benefit from much more from the ship. Now, with this being said, I hope this video helped you, I hope you can agree with me here, and I would love to see the Tartarus in the auction. Now, the reason for that is of course that low level players should not have to spend Iridium on the ship, but should make it available in the auction in order to just kinda make it more available to people. With that being said, see you in the next video. Peace.